All right. You ready, sir? All right, cool. All right, guys, how you doing? It's another beautiful weekend. Your boy Chris.
And this is your girl, Demi. You know who I am.
You know who she is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we here again on Lights, Camera, Action.
Let's talk.
We got an amazing guest. You know something? He's got so many accolades. I'm gonna let the wife handle that part.
We are welcoming, give it up for Dr. Brandon Glover.
Mr. Glover, come in the house.
Woo! Hey, hey.
You see, we have hot sauce, don't you?
Yes.
What up, family?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing,
I
man?
am doing well, blessed, highly favored, happy to be here.
Roger that.
That is awesome. I hear you have a lot of accolades. I know you have a PhD, and what is that in?
It is in business management, actually. A lot of people think that my PhD is in film, but the highest you can go in film is a master's.
Right.
Okay.
So my PhD is in business management.
That's dope.
That's awesome.
Let me ask this question. Did you get into business management first, I take it, before film? Or was film something that you loved and you said, well, I need a life
Well,
and to pay this life?
that is actually kind of a bloated question. So
Right.
actually, it started with music.
Okay,
I was
okay.
a rapper. Big B loved the Black Hillbillies. Right?
Are you going to rap for
Spit
us
some
something for
bars.
us for
Oh
today?
no, my rapping days are over. My rapping days are done. But it started with music, and I'm from College Place, Columbia, South Carolina. That's the name of my neighborhood we grew up in. And when we decided that we wanted to do the rap thing, we created a record label called Dirty Draws Records. And it's not draws. People hear draws and they think it's like dirty draws. Like, oh, that's nasty. But dirty draw, like
I
the
got
southern
Southern
draw.
drawl.
Oh,
Right? So it
wow.
all made sense. And starting that record label, knew nothing about business at all.
Right.
So decided to go to the University of South Carolina. Actually, I started at Millis Tech. And then I went to the University of South Carolina, not really knowing what I was doing, but I was going for music. And then I fell in love with film while I was working, doing audio at the university, seeing the camera and seeing these people directing and doing all of these things. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? I want to dab into that a little bit. So after getting the undergraduate degree in media arts, I went to Full Sail where I got my master's, and it was in entertainment business. So it was like a perfect mesh of the entertainment side of things, music and film, and the business side. So since I kind of maxed out with the terminal degree with the master's, decided to go get the PhD and say, why not? I got Out the Barnes Entertainment LLC. So let me try to become an expert in business. So that's why.
Not try, bro. You ain't done
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
You
we
ain't
are.
done this thing. I love that.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
So where did the name Out of the Barns Entertainment come from?
Oh, wow. Out the Barnes Entertainment. So I'm originally from Orangeburg, South Carolina. And my family, one side of my family, my grandmother's side is from St. Matthews, South Carolina. And my great-grandmother had a farm. And God bless her soul, she lived to be over 100 years old. I got to know my great-grandmother when she was still alive and I was a little kid. And, of course, my grandmother that's her mother, so she was still helping take care of her in her older age. So I used to go to the farm, and there was this barn out there that was still out there, and I used to play in that barn. And I had used to have, having fun out there by myself.
Right.
But in the barn. So it made sense when I started thinking of names and trying to be clever. I was like, you know what? What about Out the Barns? Since this is one of my places that used to be like a refuge and a fun place for me
dope.
as a kid. So that's where Out the Barns came from.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
I read something about 2008. In
Okay.
2008, is that when you started your Out of the Barns Entertainment?
So Out the Barns started in 2010
Okay.
officially.
Okay.
But 2007, 2008, yes, the name was out there. That's when I started it, but it didn't become an LLC until 2010. So yes, unofficially 2008, official in 2010.
That's
Roger that.
awesome.
What was your first project?
Very first film project?
Any project from out of the barns?
Oh, wow. My very first project was
It wasn't the Gazette, was it?
The Gazelle? No,
Gazelle.
that was Fanatic Production, Dr. Thaddeus Jones. He brought me on to be the DP for that. So that was probably one of my first jobs as a DP. But very first out to Barnes Entertainment. Wow, that is a good question. I want to say, honestly, it was in music. It wasn't in film.
Okay. Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Yeah, we have a few albums out there, still out there, on Apple Music and Spotify. I mean,
Oh, I gotta check
Yeah,
that
we
out.
gotta check it out now because I didn't know.
that's a little ratchet. This is before I gave my life to Christ, okay? So you're gonna find.
You might hear some B's and A's up in there.
Ooh, no, not some. You're gonna hear a whole lot, okay? But my very first project was
I'm saved now. He's saved.
God has brought me a mighty long way, my friend. But my very first project was an album called A Family Project for the South.
Okay.
A very long title.
Right.
But I've always been the person that wanted to include everybody that I was rocking with, and we were doing the same thing.
I can see that.
And going in the same direction. So I made it a family project, and everybody was on the album. Of course, you know, I produced the album, but everybody was on it. And it was my very first album that released back in 2006, 2007. But like I said, it's still out there. It's ratchet now.
That's dope. We can
It's
checking
ratchet.
it out.
Yeah.
Checking it out.
Are you still in touch with those people that were on there that were going in the same direction, or have God only had them for a season and a reason for the time?
So a little both. I would say about half of the people that I grew up with from James Street, we still rocking and rolling.
Okay.
Some have actually gone on, God bless their soul. Melly Mel was the inspiration for Hot Sauce on Wood, everything, and I'm sure we'll talk about that. He passed away about a year and a half ago, somewhere
sorry
around
to
that
hear
time.
that.
The day before I was releasing this Hot Sauce, he passed away, so that was really a hard time. But yeah, most of the people, D-Rock, who is one of my best friends, we grew up like since from here. We're still together. My homeboy CeeLo Crack, not crack like crack with a K. People hear me say crack like, what are you talking about? A lot of my friends are still around, and some of them have gone on.
Oh, wow, that is dope. Okay, for your entertainment business, is it 15 years that you've been in the entertainment?
Yes,
15?
actually, 2010, the end of 2010. So technically, the end of December last month made 15 years. So we're going into year 16 now.
That's
Okay.
dope. That is dope.
Wow.
It's been a ride, I tell you.
Right.
Yeah, it's
How you
been
like the ride so far?
I'm loving it. You
Oh,
know,
that's
it's just like a roller coaster, up and down.
Right.
Up and down.
Yeah, we do understand that the ups and downs, filmmaking, or just being in business itself, sometimes you'll have the good days and some of the bad days, but the good days outweigh the bad.
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
and
Absolutely.
you should never give up, because a lot of people give up when it gets harder. Don't give up when it gets harder. You need to stick through it, because if you don't stick through it, you never know what God had planned for you later on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amen.
Have you wanted or do you act?
So I feel like as a director, you have to do some acting. You at least need to know the art. So I've done some acting, believe it or not. With Dr. Jones, once again, we used to do 48 Hours Atlanta.
Okay.
And I was thrown into some positions where I had to act. And I've done some commercials and things like that. But, you know, I haven't been active acting, but I'm still learning the craft, because as a director, you both are actors, so you know we need to know the language to be able to communicate what's in our heads, and you guys can like, okay, I got you,
Right.
and we rock and roll.
Okay, cool. I want to say congratulations, both the hubby and I, for going to Milan and getting that International Excellence for Filmmaker award.
Yes.
That is pretty cool. That is dope.
How
did that
come?
happen?
Yeah. You gotta tell us. You gotta
Yeah.
spill the tea on this one.
Well, it's crazy because World Class Film Festival, we entered Son of a Preacher Man, which you know,
Oh,
Chris and Demi were both
Hello,
in it.
I'm a star. Damn it.
yeah. Internationally.
Right, so we won, as you know, a couple of awards in their film festival, and basically they do this thing where they are international. That particular film festival is based out of Mexico, which we were going to go to the actual award ceremony, but then we got a high alert saying for kidnapping and robbery. I was
I
good.
just came to get an award.
I was good by my wife, you know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
like, they ain't gonna want me, but they might want my wife. So, you know, I
You were like, you want your wife.
We don't
get
want
her.
you, Gringo.
so we didn't get to make it to that film festival, but they do this worldwide excellence award in filmmaking, and it was because I'm also an educator, and I am an advocate for using my students and young people who want to learn film a part of that. So I was one of the few chosen to be invited to Milan, Italy,
Oh,
and,
wow.
and I actually was considering not going because I'm not big on flying. And
got
I've
you.
never been out of the country.
Oh, wow.
So now you're telling me not only do I got to take this 10-hour flight, and I got to go, I'm going to be over the water most of the time. So I was talking myself out of it. But then, I talked with my wife, of course. I talked with, got an awesome crew. Shout out to Patrina, Desiree. They were like, what are we doing? We can go to LA anytime because I was going to go to LA for the ABFF. They were doing like these pop-ups, right? And I was going to go for that. And it was like, we can go to LA anytime. What are you talking
Anytime.
about? You have they want to honor you,
better
and
go
so, and not only that, my Uncle Mikey, shout out to Mike Lewis. I talked to him and Lacey Bland from my media ministry at Bible Way Church Atlas Road. Shout out to Bible Way.
Bible Way in the house.
And so it was too many people saying, you need to go. This is a blessing. And we went and we had an awesome time. I mean, I want to fly more now. Like
that's cool.
Like, yeah, it broke me in.
Right.
Yeah, my cherry got broken, right? So now I want to fly over the world. And my wife unfortunately wasn't able to go. We have kids and, and some other things. So she had to stay back. So, right now.
She was there in spirit.
She was. And now I got to go to Paris, okay?
Right.
Because she's like, oh, you went to Milan? We going to Paris. So.
that's
You're going to
awesome.
have a blast.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes,
I've
I've
been.
been.
We
Yeah.
both been. We was stationed over there. So, yeah.
So
We understand, yeah. It's,
that's how that happened. And
That was just a blessing
yeah,
in
man.
itself right there.
we were so stoked.
Congratulations.
I'm telling you, man,
Yeah.
to see somebody that looks like me live their dreams, the same dream that I have, and it happens, it makes me, it inspires me each and every day. So, brother, I celebrate you.
Well,
I
thank
do.
you, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many. You don't know who you inspiring with just that. Just with what you do, your movies, and who you are as a person. You don't know who you've inspired. So I will always tell you to keep going.
Yes, sir.
Always. Because you've inspired me to keep going.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So
I
thank you.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And you inspire me too, brother. And I'm not saying that just to say it, but your face be popping up on all these commercials. You know what I mean? That that's all over TV, and I'm like, I know that guy. I actually got to direct him. So yeah, man, y'all keep doing it as well because even what you're doing here now and inviting people in the filmmaking space and production space, giving them a platform to talk about what they do and love. I mean, that right there is just it's awesome.
But see,
Thank you.
all this came about from watching you guys, seeing you guys, and one day I was talking to a buddy, old high school friend, and he was talking about doing something. I said, man, don't talk about it, be about it. And then I happened to mention doing a podcast. This was like a year ago, and he was like, oh, don't talk about it, be about it.
Be about it.
So I thank you. I thank you. I thank everybody that's in my life that's spoken any type of dream, blessing, hope into me. Because without that, we wouldn't be sitting here. You know what I'm saying today.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, you are very much a part of my inspiration to move, to keep going, to understand this thing, and to do it in a way that no one's ever done it before.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So,
appreciate it.
bruh.
You can always hear me say it. I'm always give God the glory, but I thank Him for allowing me to be a vessel to do it.
Amen.
Yeah, and
that's real.
you helped us out besides film, besides actually like filming or whatever.
Yeah.
You helped us when we needed a location to
Advice.
do our film at. You gave us that, and it worked out pretty good because we had those buildings. We did what we needed to do, and it was all because of you talking to that person that was there at Bible Way and everything like that. And we really do appreciate it because we couldn't have done that because other people, they don't offer their places like that.
Right.
Some people be like, "Oh, I'm gonna help you out," but then they don't show. But you showed up for us, and we appreciate that. We really do. We really
you're very
do.
welcome. You know, we're in the film community, and you guys know this. We got to do better, you know, about our resources and our networking. It's like we want to handcuff stuff, and it's like,
Black
how are
people.
we going to grow
Black
if
people
we
do
don't
that and kill
work
me.
together? I mean, we in the same circle.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
That's slave mind, though.
Yeah, and
So
I
it is.
understand that because a lot of people keep a lot of stuff from you. You're like, why you ain't say nothing about that? Or you look and you be like, okay, I got you, I
Right.
got you,
If
or
we
whatever.
see an opportunity for somebody, be like, hey, man, we send it to them. I've had people actually laugh at me.
really.
I've sent them SAG stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, well,
Don't have a clue.
yeah.
but you know, it just shows me who you are really, and I ain't got to rock with you. God said I ain't got to rock with you.
No.
I you know what I'm saying? I just be nice to people, and I keep moving.
Some people, you know, it's funny you say that because some people see being nice as a weakness, you know, and I try to be nice. I try to give everyone respect regardless of who you are. But just like you just said, if it ain't moving in the right direction or my spirit don't feel good about it, I'm probably going to take a right turn.
Oh,
And I'm just learning how to do that well.
And
Right.
he knows me. Like I'll be like, I'll see people. I'm the type of person, I'll go to a place and I'll fill people out and so forth. If it doesn't feel right to me, I'll be like, nah. And I'll see something and I'll be like, babe, watch, this is gonna happen, and it actually happens. You'll be like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Are
She's a
you
little
serious?
sensitive.
Yeah. It's like I don't feel right about this person or whatever, and we just don't deal with it or deal with
Or
that person.
something will happen. She'll say, watch this. I just got a bad feeling. I remember once we were rocking with this lady and wrote a film for it, and we're at this wedding, and we've gone through the table reads, and you know everybody's reading it. Oh yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool, no problem. We're at a wedding. She comes to me. She was like, I think she's gonna kick us out the group and ain't gonna have us no more. An hour later, I get a text message roughly like this long explaining, well, I think you're trying to take advantage of me.
Oh,
and
wow.
she immediately sent her all the money that she sent us for the script. You know what I'm saying? That I charged her for the script. She's immediately sent her the money right back. And the lady was like, wow.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, you know, cool, you know. But I understand that now. I didn't see it before she saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it amazes me. People.
Yeah, because people can smile in your face, kiki with you all the time.
People are
And that can
amazing.
be people, family, or whoever and everything. And it's like, wow, you sat in my face, you did this and that, and this is how you do or whatever. And sometimes the people that are in your family, they don't support you as much as the people on the outside. And that's crazy. That is really crazy.
Yeah.
Because people will be like to us, oh, I like your little film, or how's that little film going, or
Little,
this
like-
little, okay.
Yeah, I had a guy
whatever.
say that
You
the other
know
day.
what?
I
Just
used to
for
work.
me to make that happen.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
work at Boeing, and me and my wife was in Walmart. And a guy that used to work by, hey man, I ain't seen you forever, man. He said, man, come here. I was like, what's up, dog? He said, man, how's your little acting career going?
Oh, wow.
And it touched my spirit. I'm telling, oh my God, it touched me. I didn't know I could get touched like that in this thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just looked at him for a second because it rubbed me so wrong.
I know it did.
And I was like, it's going good, man. It's going real good. He was like, oh man, that's good, that's good, that's good. And right then and there, it just made me understand, all right, cool. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gonna fight because everybody don't see your dream?
Yeah.
This is your dream.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody supposed to be on agreement with your dream. This is your dream.
Your dream.
And if somebody, as you're going on your dream, and negativity, whatever comes your way, and someone tells you that your dream is not a good dream, and you listen to them, you are the fool in the end. Yeah. You will always be the fool in the end. I think that's why I was so touchy. I think that's why I got real touchy, because this is something personal. This ain't little to me, bro. Yeah. It'll never be little to me.
And never.
Never. It don't matter what I do, scale-wise on this thing, it still ain't going to be little. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, you know. I keep going.
Yeah, we got to. We got to. I mean, we done had our experiences on sets, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah. So we know what a good set and a bad set feel like, you know. Chris laughing because I know you done had your due diligence.
Oh, my goodness. The sets and, oh, my God, they like really drunk, drinking, and they smoking, and it's like, come on, man.
Like we in the studio.
Come on, dog. What we doing, man? It's a movie, man. Let's make the movie. Everybody talking and kicking and can't get in the character, and oh man.
Oh, when they do that, he gets so mad.
I gotta leave the room.
I'm like, babe, calm down. You just go ahead and because I'm his calm before the storm. Because he could go from 0 to 1,000 quick if that happens or whatever. And I'm like, babe.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you the best I can do in this moment in time. But if I got all this distraction and ain't nobody curbing it,
we got a problem.
Total problem. Yeah. Total problem. And I've been on sets, man. I have to literally walk out of the room and go and get myself in this space and then come back because they still kicking. Yeah. The director ain't ready. Cinematographer ain't ready. I got to go back outside. Yeah. Y'all, when you ready to say action, call me in the room.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So what has been one of your worst experiences working on a set, your set or anybody else's set? And I see that look on your face. You can be honest if you want to, or you don't have to say no names.
Yeah, you gotta say no names.
I gotta say no names.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, wow. Can I curve that question?
Yes,
yeah, you can.
Okay,
yes.
Let me curve that question.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Roger that. No problem.
And it's not that I don't want to talk about my bad experiences on set, because I've had a lot of them. But it's hard for me to talk about my bad experiences on set and it not be known what I'm talking about.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah. So to keep everybody.
Keep anonymity.
Yes.
Yes, got
Roger
you.
that.
Come on, man.
We got you.
I ain't that dumb. I got some education.
Yeah, but great question. But but I would say this though, like what you were just talking about, when people are not prepared, when actors don't know their lines and they've had the script for 6 months, you've done rehearsals, and those type of things. I've experienced all of that, and what I've learned from that, good and bad sets, because I tell my students this all the time. If you don't like problem solving, you cannot be a filmmaker.
You're right about that.
Because 100%. Filmmaking is all about solving problems and on the fly.
Yes. It is.
Like there may be something that happens right then and there. How are you going to react? How are you going to respond to it? How are you going to fix it? So I guess I like solving problems because I'm still doing it. Right? I'm still a filmmaker. But so just being able to pivot, right. Is necessary. Because yes, I've been in that situation a lot. Right. A lot.
I can understand that, and that's a good answer for that. Far as your students, I see that you have them working on I don't know if y'all have practicums that you do or what have you, but you have them working on sets. Are there real sets that they're working on, or just sets at the college?
So a little bit of both. So I teach. As you guys know, at the University of South Carolina in the Media Arts Department, that's actually, the name is changing. It's Film and Media Studies now. So let me make sure I get that right.
But you're an adjunct.
Yes,
professor.
I'm an adjunct professor. Yes. So I teach from the 200 level, which is a foundational level, where they kind of get a little bit of everything: photography, cinematography, audio, even some stop motion animation. It's kind of just the basics to get their feet wet.
Gotcha.
But then I also teach Mark 371, which is the moving image. This is where I start to get fun and kind of really start to mold them into filmmakers.
Okay.
And I also teach the 500 and 700 level, which is the moving image advance. So to answer your question, once they hit the 300 level, what I do is I put them in 3 groups. And somebody has to direct, somebody has to be a production manager, somebody, all of the things it takes. Just the basics, because I usually only have 21, 22 students. So these crews are like 7, 8 people max. And they have to write their script, shoot their own film through the course of the semester. Now, remember, this is university, so I have to still teach theory and the history of filmmaking and all that stuff. But the other part of it is their major projects is shooting a film. So they get to build their own sets and come up with their own stories and edit and do all of that. But then I will identify certain students. And when I say identify, usually they identify themselves. Hey, Dr. Glover, do you have any internships or any movies or anything you're working on? We'd love to come be a part of it. And I give them that opportunity. If it's somebody that shows up to class, doing well in class, I feel like you're showing me in class that you're trustworthy. And absolutely, because we don't want nobody to come blow up our set, young or old, right? So that's how they've been getting the opportunity. And what I usually do is a internship throughout the summer where I choose 5, 6 students. I have a really good relationship with SCE TV. So that also allows them to see what the Hollywood experience is like, because they have a soundstage, full soundstage. So they absolutely love that. They walk in that like,
yeah, I can imagine.
Wow.
Yeah,
this is what I want to do. Right. So that's basically how I run that program.
That is pretty cool that you teach the students. You went back to school to teach the students how to do the filmmaking process. I think that's very interesting and very commendable for you, because you're wanting to teach them what you know and what the theory and all of that is as well, so they can be a better filmmaker when they get out there. And I like that. That is pretty cool, because some of the schools don't teach all that certain schools teach.
Absolutely.
And you're missing out things, because some people, just because you go to school for this and that at another school doesn't mean you know everything about filmmaking. You're always learning and you're always evolving to get better and better each time. So that is really cool. I bet you get a lot of students wanting to get in your class.
I believe it or not, and it's to humble me, but yes.
That's dope.
That's
dope.
You said believe it or not. We believe it because you are good at what you do.
The class sizes have been growing, but I also want to say too, one of the beautiful things about teaching, I'm sure y'all might have heard this phrase before, if you ever want to be an expert at something, teach it.
Yeah.
So the students are teaching me as well, because I still have to stay on top of things. So I'm actually learning as I'm teaching as well. So it's like a win-win, right? I'm not.
That's dope.
Yep. And you have some students that know things. I always tell them, if you hear me say something that you
Wrong.
don't feel is not quite accurate, call me out.
Right.
Oh, they love that.
Right.
Oh, yeah. They be like, I'm going to call him out all the time.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay, you're right. You know what I mean? But, I also tell them, they ask me a question I don't know the answer to. Give me a day or two.
I get you,
next
man.
class, I'm going to do the research and I'll find out that answer for you.
Yeah. It's good that you do that, because a lot of times when kids are in school, you have some teachers that don't care. And they just let the kids pass. They give them grade. Oh, you can go ahead, pass to the next grade, pass to the next grade. But what you're doing is passing a dummy that don't know anything or whatever.
Right.
So that's not a good thing. And you're instilling in them, hey, this is education. This is what you need to learn. You want to be this. This is what you need to do, and so forth. And they'll take that and they'll thank you for it later when they get into the actual film industry to actually do the job and work. So that's good. That is so awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
So what made you want to get into film? Was it something as a child or as an adult that you were like, oh man, I definitely want to be this filmmaker. I want to do that.
Well, it was through the music. And when I got to the university, like I said, when I went to Millis Tech, I did a 2-year associate's degree, and it was just associate in arts. When I say just, I don't mean just. It was an associate in arts degree, which is very general, right? And then when I transferred over to the university and got into the media arts department, I was going there for audio. And I met one of my best friends today. He's an awesome director, awesome writer, awesome editor, Michael McClendon. Well, Michael McClendon, he was so talented when we were freshmen at the time, and that he was asked to direct the very first collegiate ESPN commercial for our football program.
Oh, wow.
And so this was it's never been done before.
Right.
And my advisor, who believed in me, Jody Salter, I remember it to the day. I don't know how she knew I was good at audio.
Right.
I mean, maybe she just had a hunch. But she recommended me to Michael to be his audio mixer.
Oh, wow.
So I got to be the audio mixer and part of this commercial, the very first thing. And as I saw Michael and I'm trying to remember who the DP was, but as I saw, him assemble his crew, I think Phil was DP. But anyway, and bring everything together, I kind of had a knack for when I saw that final product and saw that the very first thing that I did was on ESPN National. I was like, yeah,
That's dope.
this is what I want to do. And I wanted to stay in audio, but as we continue, by the time I got to be a senior, I had the opportunity to do some writing because I was in a screenwriting class and we had to write. And Northa Davis was my and Faye Gordon was also my other screenwriting teacher, and they was like, you write pretty good. You should continue to do that. And you know how we are, right? If we write something, we want to control it.
Totally.
We don't want to put it in anybody else's hand. I'm not saying that's good advice for y'all, okay? Like if you can be a writer, and if you trust you trust a director or somebody to direct you should do it. But me never having,
I got you.
I wanted to figure out how to do it myself, and that's what moved me in the direction of learning how to cinematography and how to direct.
Right.
Oh,
That's
wow.
dope.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So what is your next project? What's the next one? I know we know what it is, but see, he's got to say it.
So actually, I'm working on a couple of things, but Jasmine Rose, aka JR, which is one of the characters from Son of a Preacher Man. If y'all have not seen Son of a Preacher Man, the movie, it is everywhere except for Netflix. But Netflix, we coming for you, okay?
And it's a good movie. It's really good.
It's not good. It's great.
And both of these fine people are a part of this movie. But there's the character Jasmine Rose, who was the antagonist in the movie. I felt like her story there was more there. It's kind of like she showed up. She's the bad guy.
I got you.
But you didn't know a lot about her. And I really liked the way she acted and portrayed this character. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a spinoff where I take her and dive deeper into her character. Shout out to Lachelle Walker, who played JR in Son of a Preacher Man. And also, this is pretty exciting news. Through Stephanie Moore, Perry Moore Entertainment, got selected for a film cohort through a new program called Long Lens. Y'all should look into it. It's new, and I'm sure it's going to be on a yearly basis through the South Carolina Film Commission.
Okay.
And what they do is they choose 7 filmmakers from out the state. I don't know if 7 that's a hard number, but that's what they did this year. They only chose 7.
Okay.
Now, Stephanie did all the work. You would have to talk to her to figure out how she got in and how she made that happen. But one of the things was they wanted a South Carolina director. And me and Stephanie had worked on a TV show called Cool and the Strong on SEE TV, and she asked me to direct it. So I'm excited about that.
Congrats.
We're trying to raise some money now. Y'all got some money, we need some money to make this film happen. But so I'm excited about that. Cool. So those 2 projects, Jasmine Rose and the movie's called Bound.
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 What is the
premise?
Story? Yeah.
All right, so Bound is based teenagers play basketball at this high school, and it deals with trafficking. Yes. I don't want to give too much away, but the whole gist of the story, because part of it is we want to bring an awareness to trafficking, and especially these young people who are being trafficked. Now, I will say this, it's not on the sexual side because it's a little bit too sensitive, and we're using young people to do it. So we don't want to go, we don't want to delve too much, but it's more in the forced labor.
Gotcha.
You know, how they take these kids and
Make 'em
put them
work.
in these sweatshops and things of that nature. So we're working on that. You guys probably will be getting a call for it. We are still, we haven't done the casting. I'm serious. We haven't done the casting yet.
Look, I'm down for it.
Yeah, Demi, I know you down. I always know you down. But
Same,
and
bro.
Christopher as well.
Yeah, same.
So that's where we are with it. But it's based around these high school students who play basketball and the coach. So you kind of try to come up with that in your own mind, right?
Right.
So, but that's where we're going with Bound. But it is to address trafficking. So I'm excited about that.
Cool.
That's dope.
Can you tell us more about Choices?
Oh, Choices.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See, I've been reading.
Yeah.
Thanks for staying
yeah.
on it. So Choices right now, Jeff Akers Film Network asked me to be a part of Choices. He asked me to direct. Once again, I'm like, okay.
Look at you, Mr.
All right,
Director,
but,
too. You hear that, y'all?
I know, right? So we shot Choices last summer, actually during spring break. And once again, my students got to be a part of it. I had about 6 or 7 interns. They enjoyed it. And right now, Alex Hernandez, guys, y'all need to go look up. Alex Hernandez was the director of photography. He is phenomenal.
Okay. What's his name?
Alex Hernandez.
Alex.
He's big in the music video industry. He's done a lot of music videos for really big Latin artists.
Okay.
One of the videos actually had R. Kelly in it. I mean, I know,
Oh, wow.
but it's still, this not now version of R. Kelly, the other R. Kelly that we used to love, right? But so he's.
Beep.
Hey, in my when I was saying R. Kelly when it was going through my head, I was like, "Ooh, do you want to let?" But hey, he did the work. It's out there,
He
right?
did.
But yep, he's
And some people still like him.
yeah. But his work with lighting, he is so meticulous about getting the lighting just right.
Yeah.
And his framing is really good. So I was just excited to work with him. Guys, the teaser is out now. Choices. If y'all haven't seen the teaser, you can go to YouTube or go to my Facebook page. It's there. And just looking at that teaser, you can see the quality of the film. And here's the crazy part about it. Anybody that know anything about proxies, he just used proxies to put to edit this trailer. So it's not even at full resolution.
Right.
Oh,
So when
wow.
you see it, you're going to be like, whoa. So I can imagine what it looks like on the back end. But yes, Bishop Jeff Akers brought me in for Choices. It's starring Marquise, came back. Marquise Rashad, Jermaine Jackson was a part of it. Ulysses Plyce, she's a very new actress. She's very new. This was her first role.
Okay.
But she's the female lead. Who else? Somebody go, I'm going to get my butt kicked if I miss a name. But anybody knows me, once you're good at something, I like to keep rocking with the same people if possible. And it is post-production now.
Okay.
We're looking at final runtime to be about maybe 1 hour and 45 minutes, so about 1 hour and 15 minutes is done right now.
Okay.
We still got to go and do some more B-roll shots,
Right.
some pickup shots, some voiceovers. So we're still in that phase of it, but we're almost there. And like I was telling my wife on the way here, I'm excited just to get it across the finish line.
We're excited for you.
Yeah,
we
we
are.
ready. We
We
stoked,
are.
man. That's all we hear. Choices.
Yeah.
Choices.
Yeah,
It's like,
choices.
okay, where's choices at?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, we got to get it out there, but it's coming. You know how that process goes.
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
Trust me, I
takes a
got
little bit longer.
I got 2 episodes right now I need to edit.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. Everybody, hey man, can you come down film? Oh,
Yeah.
film this. Oh, I'm gonna give you some money. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, anytime you get money to film, you got to go.
Oh, I always go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always go. Always go.
Always.
Yeah, I go.
Them
I
paid,
go with
them
them when I
unpaid
can.
ones every now and then I
Yeah.
might get sick.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You stupid.
Oh, I got a boo boo. Oh Lord, I got a boo boo. We doing right now?
See, I can't with these two. You see this?
This is real life. When it comes
Yeah,
to
this is
world,
real
right?
life. I like this.
Yeah.
This is awesome, man.
My question for you: you've done several films for yourself. For that, what did you come up with the ideas for these particular ones? What did you have in mind? Like for Son of the Preacher Man, what made you think of a story like that? It was a beautiful story
Thank you.
with a good concept and everything. So
So, Dusty Springfield, and she did this song in 1969 called "Son of a Preacher Man," and I was actually on the phone with one of my longtime friends, lifetime friends, actually Dana Jones. Back in my apartment, this was like 2010, and we were on the phone having a conversation before I got saved. You know what I mean? Look, you know, me and her was talking back and forth, and this song came on because she's a big fan of '60s sounds as well, and it was Dusty Springfield, and I listened to the story, and it was a love song about this female who fell in love with this son of a preacher, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So fast forward, now I am saved,
Right.
okay? And I'm sitting in Bible study. I want to say my wife was in there too. This was before we got married, but we met at the church, and not Bible study, Sunday school. I'm sorry, we were in Sunday school, and we started talking about the prodigal son, the story of the prodigal son, from the Bible, and I don't know where it came from, but something said, take the son of a preacher man story,
God.
take the story of the prodigal son, and mesh it together and just do a modern day version of your own take on it. And I had started on the script, and I probably wrote about maybe 10, maybe 15 pages. At the time, this is probably around 2016, 2017, and writer's block. So I just set it to the side, and it sat there for 4 more years, and then COVID hit. They're like, oh, well, we stuck in the house, ain't nothing to do. Let me see if I can finish this screenplay. And I picked it back up, and I was going back and forth with Dr. Jones and Dana, actually, because she was part of the inspiration, letting her read and back and forth. And I finally got the script done and said, okay, well, now it's time to shoot.
Right.
So, yep. That's how it happened. COVID was bad, but it was also good in a lot of ways for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If you took advantage of the downtime and really just thought about the things that you want to do and the things you could accomplish, I think for the people who took advantage of that, they actually went to the next level.
They did. They did.
Just
Because
like
that's what it was for.
Yeah.
We did the same thing.
Whoa, you want to
I'm
that's
serious,
a whole nother
man.
podcast.
God don't do things by accident, bro.
He does not. He does not. Very intentional.
He don't.
Just like us for that, like for COVID and stuff like that. After I was in the military, so I retired from the Air Force, and he was in the military as well. And then he worked at the base along with me because I did the civilian for 6 years.
Okay.
I got tired of it. It was customer service. Got tired of the people. It was my time anyway. And he was like, "Babe, what you want to?" He was like, "Babe, what should we do?" I was like, "You can leave your job." He left his job, and then after that, I said, "I'm leaving my job." Nobody would believe me or anything, but I took a step of faith, and I was like, "Okay, we're gonna do this." So after a while, we talked about filmmaking, and we went to school for it. Both of us graduated at the same time and everything, because we really wanted to do it and everything. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that COVID, when it hit, it was like, "What you want? You still want to do this?" Nah.
It was a blessing, though,
Yeah,
COVID.
we wanted to do our dream too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think COVID was a blessing.
And you know what's crazy? And I got to bring this up. What prepared us to be able to film Son of a Preacher Man was where I met both of you guys at when we shot Two Sides of Glory. And this was right before COVID. And that same team, right?
Yep.
And I remember having a conversation outside with you on the porch in Hopkins, which is funny. Me and my wife actually stayed right around the corner from that house right now. That's where we moved at. But we were outside and we were just talking, and you was like, "Man, I like how you move. You know, how your guys just seem to be on it. Like, you guys are on it.
Yep.
We're going to have to do something beyond this." And Christina tell you, I was so, blown away by your acting. I was like, I got to get this guy, so.
I didn't know what I was doing then.
but-
I didn't have an idea. I
Yeah.
didn't. You know what I'm saying? I thank you. I thank you for seeing something in me. I pray that I gave you at the time what you needed. But I've understand that this thing is a progression.
Yeah,
This
it
acting
is.
thing is a total progression. And if you get stuck when you was first acting, and that's where you are,
Yeah.
20 years later, you ain't really done nothing. You ain't grew. You haven't done nothing. So I thank you, bro. I do. I saw your dream and your vision the moment I saw you. I did, because you got a spirit around you. You know what I'm saying? A spirit see a spirit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh wow, cool. You know what I'm saying? And it was you were on the same wavelength that I was.
Yeah.
And everything that you was doing, and y'all was having fun, but you was moving, and I was like, oh wow. I was so impressed about it. I talked to my wife and kept talking to her. We need to do this.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm telling you, you the one that stepped me out to the point of let me get a camera. Let me see what it looks like. Man,
Yeah.
I ain't have an idea what a camera was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we watched how you guys moved. Because I was sitting there waiting for y'all for seeing, just sitting there. Because I remember I came up with him.
Yep.
And I was just sitting there, and I was like, wow, I like this. Looking at all when you talk about that camera angles, the cameras, the audio, all of that, I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Because y'all keep a nice set. Y'all know how to run things and everything, and you know how to cast your people and make it work. And I was like, wow. And when we saw Two Sides of Glory, I was like, okay, look at this, look at this.
And shout out to Ice, Ice
Yes,
Pearson.
yes.
He directed Two Sides of Glory, and he wanted us as a crew. And that really was, besides for all the shorts that I've done, because we had done a ton of shorts before then, that was our very first feature that we were shooting. So it just prepared us for what was coming next. And I didn't realize that until it happened. But yeah. We had good times, and we had our times we was outside and like
We had a ghost in the house.
what's happening here? But we got through it and it got done, and hey, now here we are.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we are.
and look, I am still waiting for my headphones that he's supposed to be
Beats?
bringing.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, y'all! I
I'm
stole
just
Demi
playing.
Beats.
I'm just playing.
Earbuds, and I think the crazy thing.
The ghost might have them
She
now.
was like, if you don't get me my so yeah, you know what? I owe you a pair. I owe you some
No,
earbuds, some good ones.
Nah, you
No, I mean
good.
that. I do because
I got them things off of Wish, man. Yeah, it says like $10.
Really? So they wasn't real beats?
Yeah, they were really.
They were real
okay.
beats.
Yeah, it
It's
was
like you can
$10
get
though.
discounted stuff like on it.
$10.
Yeah.
Two-
I'm
It
shopping in the
took
wrong
like
place.
forever
Yeah.
to get here.
Yeah.
it went through the
Straight
plane,
outta
the
China.
boats. Yeah,
Straight out of China.
they did the boat all the way here.
Yeah. But they the ones who.
Yeah,
oh, that's a whole nother
but I'm
thing,
just
yeah.
joking about those or whatever. So
So I
don't
owe you
even
$10
worry.
then, at least bare minimum. Bare minimum.
If it's money, I'll take.
See,
Stop.
hey, we
I'm
don't
just
turn no
playing.
cash down.
Nope.
Nope,
Not
nope.
in this house.
Yeah. Chris, right now, somebody calling right now. Hey, can you come down and shoot this? I got 1,500. Be like, hey, we got to put a pause.
Hey,
on
I
this
got
podcast.
I love y'all. Bye. Oh my God. Oh man. Yeah.
You be still paused on the couch until we come back.
Oh my
So-
God. Oh
But
yeah.
that is so awesome about how everything comes to fruition.
Yes.
Because God knows who to put in your life and who to take out of your life that doesn't belong. And we don't like any negativity when we do our sets, and I know you don't either.
No, not
like
even
that.
a little bit.
Yeah, and we don't like people disrespecting the sets by coming late,
Oh,
not knowing their lines and stuff like that. Be like, what? Are you serious? And then certain people, oh, I want this person to be in certain things, but then they don't know their lines. You're like,
Yeah. How serious are you? You know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna jump off a little bit.
Okay.
I know you was talking about God. What was the moment that saved you, or why did you get saved?
That's a good one. That's a real good one. So, quick story.
You take as long as you need.
Yeah, bro.
My grandfather was a Baptist preacher. He preached for a long time. My grandmother was super Christian. She was the first lady. And so I gave my life to Christ when I was 7 years old.
Okay.
And I knew exactly what I was doing. You're like, huh, 7? No, I remember it like yesterday. And I felt this tug at my heart. And I remember even asking my grandmother, we was on the front pew, and she was sitting next to me, and I was like, I want to give my life to Christ. Can I? Like I was asking her for permission, and she was like, Brandon, I can't answer that for you. I can't give you permission to do that. If you feel like that's what you need to do, then do it. If you don't, then don't.
Right.
So I wound up going and doing that, and then life, right? They lived in Orangeburg, South Carolina, and my mother and my brother and my sister were in Columbia, South Carolina. So I used to go and visit them for the summer, but during the school year, I was in Columbia, South Carolina, and let's just say my household was, it was what it was, right? It wasn't easy. And when things are not easy, it kind of pushes you in a place where you probably shouldn't be. So,
Amen.
hate to sound cliche, but got out there in the streets and started learning how to do some things that I shouldn't have learned how to do, trying to find ways to make money, trying to basically take care of my household at a very young age. I mean, I was paying light bills when I was 15 years old, actually 14, going to 15 years old. So got into that lifestyle. I ain't never killed nobody though. I tell you that. I ain't never, I wasn't.
He's not a criminal, okay?
Yeah.
He was a baby gangster.
Well, yeah. I was a baby gangster. I sold all the drugs and did all that. But I wasn't the one that was going to jump out and put a gun to your head. You know what I mean? But I hung around a lot of people that did do that, right? So I was put in some really, really bad situations, and as I continued through life, I want to say when we got to about 2010, 2011, it's always a woman, right? Well, anyway.
Hold on, what you mean by that?
And I'm not talking about my wife.
Oh,
okay.
No, I'm not talking about her, but
She's like, I'll deal with him when he get in that car.
I know, yeah, no, she was my savior, actually.
Amen.
But got into a relationship that I thought was going to be what it was, and make a long story short, my heart was broken in about 1 million pieces, and I fell into this deep place of depression, just like could not figure it out because it just didn't make sense at the time at all, and that's what pushed me back toward the gospel. Like, okay, I got to get out of this. So I didn't seek refuge in some of the places I could have.
I got you.
That's
awesome.
I started going back to church, and everything changed. Everything changed. And then I met her. She was a dancer there. Actually, she was she was the one who pushed me to go handle the situation and get out of it. And then that's how me and her started talking more and more. And then eventually,
and
we're married. Almost 10 years. 10 years this year.
Oh,
That's crazy, right?
congratulations.
But that's how it is. You notice.
Yeah.
In every successful man's story, it's a successful woman, a powerful woman behind them, beside them, pushing them towards their dream.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
It don't work no other way.
It don't.
It don't. You know what I'm saying? We think it do, but it don't.
Yeah.
And that's the exact same thing for this one. You know what I'm saying? She did the exact same thing. For me, in this dream, fast forward or backtrack, recovering alcoholic, so I understand depression. I understand killing yourself.
Yeah.
I understand. And everybody used to ask me, why don't you love yourself? And I was like, and I love me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You tearing yourself up, talking about you love yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't understand it then. And it wasn't until I got sober, thank God, through the grace of God,
Yep.
He got me sober. But it wasn't until I met her that every dream that I ever had as a little boy, she said, you can do them. And I was like, nah. Who are you talking about? She said, yeah, you can. Yeah. And with her words, it made me step out and do something that I was completely afraid of, but it was something about standing in front of people, even though I'm making a fool of myself. It was something that I loved about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel you on that. I feel that you have to have that queen, to push you in towards your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I know for me, as being a man, I can get in my head and I can stay in a spot that's not really where I want to be and where I want to go.
Yep.
And sometimes I need a good swift kick in the hind parts. And
Still, I mean, right.
you know what I'm saying?
To
And
this
I'm
day,
yeah,
every now
you
and
know.
then you need it.
Yeah, you know, and today I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I ran across her. I'm thankful that I know you. I'm thankful that everybody that I've come across in my life to this day, because now I can sit back and I can smile and I can breathe.
Yeah.
Then I couldn't because I didn't understand. I didn't understand who I was.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't until I was 45 years old that I understood who I was, Christopher Lamont Johnson.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know, I'm doing all this stuff, and am I gonna actually go out here and show these people who I am? And it's like, yeah, now it's time to show people
Yes.
who you are.
And
but
you do
it-
a great job, by the way, of it.
Yes, you did.
I thank you. I thank you. But it's all because of this lady.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's all because
Shout
she
out to
spoke.
Demi.
She said she saw something in me that I didn't see in myself.
Yeah.
You know, and
And like you said, that's what it takes, right?
it does. It takes that. You know, we need that. You know,
And
God knows what we need.
Yeah.
He does. You know what I'm saying? Before we even wake up in the morning.
Yeah, he does.
He does.
And it's vice versa for him too as well, because I was married before, and he was married before, and he was going through his thing. I had already been through that thing and got the divorce, and I was in the military, and kids situations happen and all that other stuff. And so it was like, wow, because I wouldn't talk to anybody else really, because I wasn't serious about the other people or whatever and everything. And then when he came along, he tried to act like he was too good at first. Cause,
That's who I am.
Because we were in the
I'm a
gym.
player.
I
I'm
was-
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was in the military, and he was out of the military, but I would go to the gym. He would be in there. We would see each other, but you know how you look at somebody and you look away when they look or whatever? Yeah, and so it was like
Yeah,
that.
it's like
And you
kids.
have other people in the gym and you see them or whatever.
Yeah.
And then one day, every day he would say, have a blessed day. Then one day, I believe it was God that said, go ahead and say something to him. But he had left the gym. And I missed him, so I was like, the next time I see him, I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
I go in there, and I see him. All these other mats are completely empty, so I sit beside him, and he's stretching. And I said, excuse me. He looked at me, and he turned back around, started stretching again. I said, excuse me. I said, I
did.
just want to introduce
I
myself
did.
since you've been
I was
so
in a low
kind
place.
when you when you said hello, have a blessed day and stuff like that. And we talked on that mat for 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was all meant to
That's
be,
awesome.
though. It was all meant to be. Everything from the moment we met, the kids meeting, they act like they known each other for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
The day we got married, I ain't talked to my dad in like 20 years, 25 years. He came, my mom was there, family. We got married in February. It was hot the day before.
Yeah.
When we out there with the pastor and going over the venue, and we downtown Charleston outside. Bugs, it's nasty. So I got to get all these citronella candles and blah, blah, blah. My best friend from the military comes up, just starts paying for everything. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. The next day we get married, God blows a breeze through. And I'm talking about it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Absolutely breathtaking outside. I was like, yeah, this is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And here we are almost 14 years later.
I ain't
This
choked
month.
out too bad.
I choke him out all the time. And then I bring him back when he acts right. So, yeah.
She revised me. She got skills like that, yo. Skills.
Yeah, but it's good when you find a good partner, though, that supports your dreams. You support them and you're there for them. You may have your ups and downs, but you have more ups than downs and everything like that, because nobody can tell me that their relationship is so perfect. They never had an argument or
absolutely
disagreement or
not.
whatever. And when they say that, I'll be like, okay, you never had any so that means y'all never talk about anything or
Nothing.
discuss
Right,
anything
nothing.
or whatever.
I'm gonna tell you, you got two different people. I don't care if y'all love each other. One day you're gonna hate each other.
Yeah.
At
least one day.
One day.
Because he's a Gemini. I'm a Sagittarius.
Pimp.
That's what Gemini's are?
Pimp.
I'm the calm one. He's not. He always say pimp. He always say that, but he's not. Yeah. He's my buster though. But yeah. But yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So,
Oh my God.
when did you know it was true love when you after you met your wife?
Ooh, like, like,
Like, when did you know she was the one
One
for
for
you?
you.
man, I'm trying to.
Better get it right.
I know. I gotta get it right. Because I remember I'm trying to go back through the process of when I decided, to ask her to marry me.
Okay.
And I know it was right before then, and I'm trying to remember what said, what.
Yeah. What made?
This is the
What
one.
made? What did you see in her that made you made your heart skip a beat?
What did I send her?
No,
Yeah.
like when you saw her and when you knew that she was the one, or you fell in love.
Oh, I know what it
that
was.
Skipped a
Okay,
beat.
she's a dancer.
Okay.
Yeah, so when I say dancer, a praise dancer.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
And they have these things they used to do called angel wings.
Okay.
Right? And it was one that they were doing, I guess it was around Easter time, Resurrection Day. We said Resurrection Day, right? And she had on these angel wings, and for whatever reason, they love to put her in the front, right? I don't know if it's because she light skinned or whatever the case may be, but they put her in the front, and they were doing their dance with the angel wings. And I said, you know what? In joint with the conversation we had about how she got me over the other situation, right? So I already was moving in that direction. Like, she seemed like she really cared about what I cared about, right? Like, trying to get me out of this place that was low, right? And then seeing her dance, to me, it was like the heavens opened up, right? Yeah,
That's
and I was
dope.
like, okay, you know what? Because I asked her to marry me pretty early. We only probably dated for maybe 18 months, not even a whole 2 years.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, she the one.
No,
Yeah,
that is.
and I didn't know how she was going to take that, because she wouldn't even be my girlfriend for like the first year. I kept asking.
That's
Nope,
right.
too soon.
That's right,
Nope.
girl. That's
Nope.
right.
And I mean, nope. I mean, she kept saying no. And then eventually she came around. It was like, all right, we going to try this. And then 6 months later, hey, what you want to do? Let's
Right.
get married, And we both Christians in the church. And I remember her being on the phone with her grandmother. God bless Maggie Copeland. But she was on the phone with her, and she said, Christine, Christians don't wait because of all this flesh.
Got you. I got you.
Like,
I understood.
if you know,
Get it.
if you in your heart, that's what you want, and you feel like he's the right one, and vice versa, then you don't need to wait 2, 3. You don't need to be engaged for 10 years before you decide to get married. So it was a lot of things that got us there. But like I said, 10 years. April will be 10 years, and we keep rocking and rolling.
That's awesome. April what?
April 16th.
Okay.
Yeah, she tried to get me there just now.
No.
You saw that, right? Because if
No,
I would
I
have
was
had to
gonna write
think
it in
about
my
that one.
No, I'm gonna write it in my calendar. But yeah.
No, my mother's
Look,
birthday is the 18th.
Really? Really? Wow.
Look, and I'll be the bad one too, because I'll be like, our anniversary. You like, nah, babe, this is our.
Hey, but once you've been in a relationship for a certain amount of time, dates don't matter no more.
Oh,
It
yeah.
don't. It
They
really,
really
it
don't.
really don't get me wrong. I think some people they want to hear those dates and want you to. My spouse knows when.
Yeah.
But in the end, if you two love each other,
Yeah.
and you know that this person loves you and ain't messing around, they ain't doing nothing, they just have a difficulty remembering dates. I think you need to just accept that.
Yeah.
Because it could be worse.
It could be worse. A lot worse
It
than
could
not
be a lot
remembering the
worse.
date. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Right.
But,
It's a lot of things worse out in this world than that.
Yeah.
But,
know.
but sometimes I am bad. I'm bad with names.
Me too.
I'm
Oh,
bad
me
with
too.
dates.
I'd be like,
I do the same thing, man.
somebody will be talking to me, and I'll be like, Sometimes I have to. What's your name?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's up? Yeah. You know how we do it.
Yeah. What's up, dog? Yeah. You hoping that they'll say their name or somebody will
Yeah,
say their
somebody is saying.
They be like,
And then you act like you knew it the whole
name.
time.
What's up, dog? Yeah. All right, Tony. I'll talk to you later, nigga.
Hey, it's real out
Hey,
here.
man.
yeah. Somebody was talking to me before, and they were talking, and then he was like, "Do you know who they were?" Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, but yeah, that is so dope.
Filmmakers. Have you ever worked with Victoria Glover?
Yes, VA.
Yes.
The boss chick.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know if she uses that name anymore.
Yeah,
but
she
that's,
does.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So me and VA actually go back way back to the music days.
Okay.
She started off as a rapper as well, and she was really good at it.
Right.
So we actually collaborated on some tracks together, and we got music that's still out there as well. VA, me and her, she started had that desire to be a filmmaker while I was still at the University of South Carolina.
Okay.
And when everybody heard that I was going to USC for film, it was one of those things. Well, oh man, you can help me with this and help me with that. So one of the very first scripts that I was a part of was VA's.
Okay.
Yep. And so she asked me to look at the script, blah blah blah, and then we started like actually working together as a team for a few years. While I'm still at Bible Way, but I was able to bring her in as on some projects that I was working at Bible Way. VA has always been one of my favorite cinematographers. I tell people that all the time, even to this day.
Yeah.
Like, she put me on to the world of stabilization, and her camera movements was just, I'm like, oh, this is so good. It's really, really good. So, yes, I have worked with VA on many projects.
Yeah,
That's
awesome.
pretty cool.
We
That's
are getting the privilege of
working with
working with her. So and just from her movie Ambitions that she did. Right then and there, I was excited. Just by watching that movie and seeing.
Oh, she's a go-getter.
Yeah, totally.
She's a go-getter. That VA, the boss chick, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
and she has that mentality and everything
Totally.
that she does.
When she called and she was totally business, and I was like, oh, I like this.
Yeah.
Like this.
She is so cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Let me see. So you have a brand out there, right?
I have a brand.
You have a brand. Can you tell us about that brand?
Time for the plug. Hot sauce. On what?
On every damn thing.
So yes, so I know we mentioned it a little bit earlier. College Place, James Street. God bless Melly Mel, who's going on. But me, him, and one of my other friends who name is Cheese. Actually, me and Cheese were the Black Hillbillies, right?
Okay.
Me and him, and all of us were rappers. And we was just outside in the front yard one day talking about hot sauce. We love Texas Pete. Like, my whole neighborhood, like, if you had anything else but Texas Pete, you might got shot. Okay? Don't bring no Louisiana. No. It better be Texas Pete, right? And so we were out there one day, and we was talking about, man, we put hot sauce on everything, right? And then Melly Mel was like, yeah, I even put hot sauce on my ice cream. We was like, he didn't, but he was just saying it, right?
Okay.
And we was like, well, we put it on everything, right? So that became our slogan or whatever you want to call it. So every time we went and rap, every show we did, before we perform any song, one of us would get on that stage. It usually was me, but it wasn't always me. Shout out to Noonie, low key. But we would scream, hot sauce on what? And then the crowd would yell, everything. And then it was time. It was go time. It was go time. So God, once again, timing, right? And in life, like, okay, you've been branding this thing forever.
Right.
Like, we talking back in the early 2000s.
Oh, wow.
Why not make it a real thing? Real product. So just so people know, no, I'm not in my kitchen throwing all kinds of stuff together, giving hot sauce out. People ain't sanitary, right? So if y'all was scared to buy my hot sauce, no, okay? This hot sauce is being produced through an actual distributor, okay? And it comes in this box, exclusive. I wanted to be unique, and wrapped in the.
That is dope, man.
And this is the actual hot sauce itself, So it became a dream, and me and Melly Mel was going to do it together. God bless his soul. He's gone on. But I'm continuing to do it in his honor. It's something we wanted to do, and prayerfully, this is something that will blow up. Where not only take care of my family, but take care of his as well.
It won't.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna
and
be
many
no,
people more.
right.
Right.
So it's not if it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen.
Yep.
I've learned to reword my mouth when if I'm walking with God. Everything about God is positivity. No matter what I'm facing, I need to be positive.
Yes, sir.
I need to speak blessings and favor and always let him know that I trust him.
Yes, sir.
Even though the situation is crazy. She taught me that one
Yeah.
because it's gotten me through so many times of despair. So I just always speak blessings. I don't care if it don't look like it's not gonna happen. I don't care. I'm gonna say positive.
Absolutely.
It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna take that.
It's gonna happen. You're gonna be
take that advice.
you're gonna be a multi-billionaire off of this
received
hot
that.
sauce. Just the hot sauce in the name of Jesus. See, we have spoken.
I received that.
Roger that.
And so we can go ahead and get that started. The website where you can go order this is
Yes.
blackhillbilly.com, and that is spelled BLACKHILLBILLIE.com.
Period.
Period.
Go order you some.
You got any more products you coming out with, brother?
Me and the wife talking about it. We are thinking about maybe doing once, right? This blows some different flavors. Maybe do some barbecues and things of that. Just let's.
Right.
We're gonna start here. Let's just knock it out the box.
Right.
Yes.
I heard that you're working on a dry rub, so maybe we can talk about it.
yeah, we can do something.
So yeah, but yes, we should definitely talk about it. Anything I can help you with, brother. I'm willing to do that.
Who did your design?
So this is my Michael McClendon. Remember I talked about Michael? Yep, he did this back in Photoshop when people didn't know how to use Photoshop.
Oh,
All the way
wow.
back in
Wow.
like 2000.
Is he a DP?
Yes, he's a director and DP. Oh yeah, he was the DP for Son of a Preacher Man.
Okay, that's make sure.
That's Michael. Yes, that is Michael. So both
Okay.
of y'all have met Michael.
Right.
Okay.
Yep, he created the logo and actually made a little cartoon out of it for me because he know I like Looney Tunes. So he did the whole hot sauce on what, everything, and my head pops out of it. You know how like Porky Pig head used to pop up, Bugs Bunny. So yeah.
Oh, that
That's
is so
dope,
cool.
man.
So that's
is
why
so
it's just
cool.
the head on there. Yeah.
That is so
That is
cool.
dope. That is dope.
Wow,
I'm-
congratulations.
Yeah, man,
Thank
I'm
you,
stoked.
thank you.
I'm stoked for you. I'm stoked for everything that you have, that you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Don't stop in
Yes, sir.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? You inspire. I'm telling you, you just don't know how much you inspire me. Like right now, I want to go write something.
Go write it.
I do. I got so much stuff written though.
He got a lot of gerbils in his head.
I got a lot of stuff written. We just gotta shoot now. You know what I'm saying? I got full lengths. I got shorts. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to. I want to do it right. I don't want to just. I'm not trying to talk about no one. I don't. I'm not. But I'm not a film company that I
Just
want to
throw stuff
throw
together.
19 movies together in a year.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing
That's
wrong.
what you want to do. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
I want quality. I want more quality than quantity.
Yes.
I respect every filmmaker and your choices and whatever you do. I can't because it's not one size fits all in this thing.
No, it's not.
You know
Absolutely
what I'm saying?
not.
So
yeah.
I had to really learn that because I guess when I learned the right way, I think everybody should know the right way. And this why you ain't doing it like that. That ain't how they. That ain't that. This ain't professional and blah blah blah. But I think sometimes we just need to let people be themselves,
Absolutely.
and God will sort out the rest of it.
Absolutely. That's where authenticity come in at.
Yeah.
It does. It truly does. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being, oh, well, an industry standard, I have to walk. No. That's the one thing about diversity. It's beautiful in its ugliness.
You got, and I tell young filmmakers who may not have the means to go and learn, go to a film school and go to all this. You got YouTube University. Okay? Don't stop making excuses. You
In this day and age?
Yeah, you can shoot a movie on an iPhone,
Yeah.
right? If you know lighting, get some good audio.
If we
call it a
knew,
day.
if we had the technology, just imagine if
I'm
we
glad
had
we
the
didn't,
technology. Oh, I'd be
kinda glad
dead.
we did.
I'd have been dead at like 10.
Yeah.
I'd have been dead at 10.
Yeah,
He was
but you're right,
naked and
though.
his head blew up.
Yeah, I mean, doing so much crazy stuff. But you're right though. In this day and age, there's no excuses. So
You can't- yeah.
it just get out there and shoot.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
figure it out. But like you said, another thing I like to tell my students who are in school is I'm just teaching you the rules so you know how to break them.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Once you know the rules, go out there and
Break
do what
every
you
rule.
want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
But you got to understand the rules first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to understand. And that's what, you know something? I'm glad you said that. When I was in the military, I used to teach everybody that same way.
Yeah.
Because I was taught how to do things real fast by older, mechanics.
Yeah.
So when newer mechanics, younger mechanics came in, I would have to show them how to do it.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you did something, QA was there, quality assurance was there to make sure that you did it right.
Yep.
So one day I thought about it. I said, you know something? I'm going to teach these cats how to do it 100% by the book. So they won't go wrong. But at the end, when we're all done, I'm going to show you a secret way. And they're going to be like, why did you show me this the first time?
Exactly.
No, because I want you to know that way. So if anything comes awry,
Yep.
you can't say that you didn't know.
You didn't know. You know the process.
You know the process now.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
So who has been your motivation to keep going and striving for the best?
Oh, my babies. I got 4 girls. I'm a girl dad.
Roger
And
that.
I gotta leave them something. And I'm a granddaddy now too.
Yeah.
Finally got my boy, grandson.
And your daughter's in Houston,
Kaya.
right?
Yep, she's in Houston. Brianna, shout out to Houston, Bree, and Kaya. But yeah, I gotta leave them something. I don't want to have lived how many years God has allowed me to be here, and they have nothing
I got you.
to keep moving forward.
Trust
so,
me. I feel you.
yeah, my kids and my grandson are my motivation to keep moving.
That is
That's awesome.
awesome.
That's dope.
I would say my wife, but me and her are one, right? So
Amen.
we move it in the same direction. So
Roger that.
they're
That's
my
what-
motivation.
Yeah, good thing you threw that in there because she went, why you Yeah. So, hold on. What about me? What about me? I'd have been like,
I ain't motivated.
yeah, you saw that
we a
smile
team,
on her
yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is
He
so
like, I ain't going to look over there right now.
I know.
I know. I'm looking at, hey, Chris, how you doing? Oh, I can't go back.
Bottle of water come. Ah!
He
Oh,
like,
my God.
Brandon, you made it home yet? I'm still walking.
Oh my God.
I'll get there soon.
That is so dope. For you, what is it? Any actors or actresses that motivated you, far as being a filmmaker as well? Like you look, or not so much so as those people, but like DPs or anybody that motivated
Directors.
you.
So, who would I say is one of my favorite directors of all time? Forrest Gump, believe it or not. That whole movie, from the direction to the acting, it being as long as it was, I thought it was genius the way that movie was produced, because they took this guy who supposed to be not that smart, right?
Right.
Yeah, and they put him through all of these things. Historically, technically, I mean, he was a made up character,
Right.
but all the things that he went through, it was actual history.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even to when he was out there in front of the Washington Monument, you know what I mean? And Gump, Gump. Yeah. So, Forrest Gump was a movie just produced. And as far as like one of my favorite directors, Ryan Coogler, I know he's just coming on, but he has changed the game.
Yes,
he has changed the game. So I love Ryan. Of course, all the ones people know, Steven Spielberg, and all of them for all the things that they've done. But actor-wise, actually, Robert Downey Jr. is my favorite actor. Him and Denzel Washington.
Okay, I can get down with that.
yeah.
I can totally get down.
Yeah,
with that.
both of those inspired me. Like, I love the uniqueness of, like, Denzel, but Denzel know how to bring a flavor to the screen.
Right.
But you still know it's Denzel. I feel like Robert Downey Jr. for me does that for me as well. But I fell in love with him because of Sherlock Holmes. I'm a big Sherlock. I got all the books. I've read all his books. And when he played Sherlock Holmes, because there have been so many movies and so many TV series with Sherlock Holmes, and I liked them, you know what I mean? But when I saw Robert Downey Jr. play Sherlock Holmes, I think with Jude Law being Watson, I was like, somebody got it right.
That's what's
You know, with his art of deduction and even the way they created this way he would think about his moves in his mind. And you
Right.
see him thinking about his moves in his mind, and then they play out on the screen still anyway. It's like, oh, I love that. So, yeah.
Okay. If you can work with a particular DP, who would that be?
Oh, talking about from in Hollywood?
Anyone.
Anyone,
Anyone?
Hollywood or regular?
So I got two. Is that okay?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. How many you want?
Alex and Michael. Michael McClendon and Alex Hernandez.
All right.
I mean, and I'm not just saying that because I work with them. Like Alex, I just met on Choices, so he's a new friend, right? Michael's an old friend, and Michael has proven the test of time with not only his ability to write and direct, but with his cinematography. To me, it's outstanding. It's a no-brainer for me. No-brainer. So yeah, Michael McClendon, Alex Hernandez are my two favorites.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, and they're very different in their styles, but when you see what they produce on the screen,
Right.
it's just great.
Right.
That's
dope.
cool.
That's dope. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep in contact with him again.
Yeah.
Roger that. Roger that. Well, I think we're getting time to wrap this thing up. But before we go,
Yes, sir.
we need you to look into this camera,
Okay.
and we need you to inspire the people out there. Just give them some words of motivation, something that
Inspirational.
resonate in their hearts.
Oh, absolutely. It's not where you come from; is where you're going. And if you can get a clear vision of where you want to be, just start the process of how to get there. Even in the film world, we always feel like we can't shoot a film because we don't have no money. No. Start with what you got, right? Write the story. Call up your friends who may not be interested in film, but because they rock with you, they will help you accomplish something. When you start feeling bad energy from people and they're not seeing your vision or making you feel like they really want to help, move on. You don't have to be disrespectful or hate anyone for you to move to the next stage without them, okay? So just be cognizant of the people that's around you. If you have a vision, start, okay? You can't finish, you can't end if you don't start. Never let money be excuse. Never let your circumstances be an excuse. With all the technology, with all the information out there, especially with AI now, are you kidding me? You can ask a question that's going to give you an answer. So no excuses. If it's on your heart and it's this thing that you got to do, start today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow's not promised.
That is some awesome words of encouragement from Dr. Brandon Glover.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I got. Like I
And-
say, I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Also, we need you to tell people where they can find you at your platforms and
Oh,
different things
absolutely.
Like
You
that.
gotta do that.
So the website is outthebarnsent.com. I got to spell everything because I do everything so weird and make it so complicated. But it's outthebarnzent.com. That's Out the Barns Entertainment, especially if you need help with filming or anything like that. That is our business platform. Also remember blackhillbilly.com for the hot sauce. And other than that, it's Out the Barns ENT everything. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all of those is Out the Barns ENT.
Awesome.
No, I was gonna hold it up. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I just wanted.
Oh, he wanted to hold it up.
Yeah.
That's
Gotta
his
get
now.
this.
That's
You gotta
his.
get this. Yeah, you got to get this.
Yeah.
But we thank you, man. We do. We thank you for coming out.
thank
We
y'all,
thank you for
too.
sharing your time. We thank you for your words. I thank you for you being a friend.
Yes, sir.
Because you have inspired me. Anytime we've needed any type of information, we've come to you and you gladly without
Absolutely.
without saying anything. So my hat's off to you, brother. We praying for your future to be blessed because we know it's blessed. Keep doing what you do. Stay blessed. Stay positive. I'm going to tell you right now, lights, camera, action, let's talk. We are out for this weekend. We thank you for showing up. Your boy, Chris.
And for Demi for the 2026. Happy New Year for our first podcast interview. Woo!
Hot sauce.
Yes, hot sauce.
We
You
put
hear
that shit
that?
on everything.
Yes.
Well, we thank you guys. Peace, guys.